is the title of my first book as well as my first exhibition. It is very simply a selection of photographs on elderly people in Asia taken between 2008 and 2011.
In 1982, I was awarded the Cultural Medallion by the Singapore government, and as a recipient of the Cultural Medallion, we can apply for a grant to do a project. So Coming of Age is a project that I have worked on using the grant from the National Arts Council of Singapore. I took a look at it and I said, okay, why not Coming of Age and the Forgotten Faces of a Graying Asia? That's how I set the theme for myself to produce a set of images that are cohesive or coherent in order to make it into a book, and part of it can be used as an exhibition. The message I want to deliver is what it sticks to the main theme, is to say there's this aging issue that we have got to pay attention to. I'll be 67 next month, so that I think I can relate to them. And sometimes that means when I talk to them, they see me more like a contemporary, they are more willing to open up. This is a learning journey both as a person myself, in the sense to say that you get to know more about life in other parts of the world, in Asia, and you tend to tell yourself you're quite lucky. Right? We still have a family to go back to. We still have don't have to beg for a living, and we are still quite comfortable and healthy. So actually I wanted to tell you this one is to say that this old lady is quite lucky in the sense that even though she's on wheelchair, the granddaughter pushed her out for the sunshine, because that was at the end of the day in China, which is quite cold. So that's why I say some are lucky. Some has got to stay in the home like this one. This one actually they are allocated room in Singapore. So he is one of the beneficiary of the Silver Tribute Fund in Singapore. So is this one. Now this one has got a story I can tell you, is that this man, Mr. Tan, I think currently he's 64 years old. He's got some mental deficiency. Now to photograph him, I actually told myself, do I want to photograph him as one with a mental deficiency? So I said, why don't I challenge myself to photograph him on a more positive side, to make him look natural as a normal human being. I was in Hanoi, and I was in a boat taking pictures of the landscape there. But then there was a big house, and this man was like a watchman there. And I spotted him from far, and his beard was so distinguished. So I decided to tell the boatman to bring me there. So with sign language, I asked him if I could take a picture of him, right? And he ran into the house. I thought maybe he's not willing to be photographed by me. But the next thing, before I could turn away, I asked the boatman to turn away, he came on with his nicer dress, like a jacket. And then he proudly posed for me. So that's how I find this picture very interesting. With his jacket on, he looks so dignified, right? Then with his singlet. I like her smile. You look at her mouth here, the wrinkles around here. This portion actually creates that kind of interest to the viewer. She has got a very chubby smile that is quite, what can I say, captivating. Just have a quote so that it brings you into that sphere of mind to reflect some of the pictures. And actually I have a picture I could tell you a story is regarding this. This is a picture where I took in the highlands of Vietnam, where they are the Ma tribes, supposedly to be quite the endangered species. When they have beads on, when they don't have clothes on. So when they have their clothes on, it's a different kind of beads. So when I asked them to put on the their attire. They got this bead on, but these sisters of her forgot to wear the bead. So as she was turning her back to go into the room to take the beads to put on for us to photograph two of them together, I suddenly realized that there was a contrast, one front and one back. So I quickly released the shutter and produced this shot, which I'm quite pleased with it because it's a split-second shot, and how a lady of this age, she still have a nice flock of hair, except the color is white. The facial expression is a bit of a surprise because she heard the sound of the shutter, so she was thinking, my sister wasn't ready, why are you clicking away, is it? So that's why the expression is that split second. This picture actually was taken at the opening of the photography festival in Jinan, China. And the gentleman on this, what they call card here, actually is the president of the American Professional Photographers Association. So this man's supposed to pull him along to symbolically to say that the exhibition is open. So he was quite puzzled because never in his life he has got so many people taking a picture of him. So with that puzzled expression, I quickly got hold of him. This is a background to tell you, give you a sense of the place, give you a sense of what is happening, but the main focus, the light will help me to illuminate this portion to show you the facial expression of the man or the subject that I want to focus on.
Personally, this project was a coming of age for me as well. As I developed a clearer understanding of my subjects, all of whom were strangers to me, I empathized with them. I felt a strong compassion, as many were destitute. Work-wise, I pushed myself to the limit to produce these 83 coherent pictures for my book, and today I'm presenting about 50 of them for your viewing pleasure. But the experience was very satisfying, as the pictures do tell the story, and I hope that these images will move you as much as they have moved me. I would like to dedicate this project to my father, who gave me a camera and that gave me the first steps to become a photographic artist.